Coach Jason Capson here, and today I'm going to be doing a complete, honest review of my new NuRecover portable ice bath and steam sauna. So I've been seeing these, they're popping up everywhere. Everyone's talking about the cold plunge, and again, I'm not a big follower. Those of you that have been following me and checking out all the trends and things, you've seen that I don't follow the trends as a rule, and ice plunging was not necessarily something that I was going to just jump right into without doing some research. And first of all, let me just throw this right out there. I hate the cold, so there's that. So I know a lot of people are really into this, and for a lot of reasons. I do think some people are kind of going into it blindly because all the cool kids are doing it. Joe Rogan does it, so I'm going to do it. I did some research, and one of the main reasons, listen, ice baths have been a part of sports forever. Everybody knows that ice baths are great for recovery. They're great for inflammation, but there is timing that has to be involved. You've got to do it for the right reasons. Why are you doing it? So for me, again, personal reasons, I looked into everything, looked into the reasons why people do this. I absolutely checked on all the health benefits, the health risks before jumping in. And like I said, I don't like the cold, so it took me a long time to get on this trend. But here's what happened. This company's smart. NuRecover. There is a link in my description if you decide that you want to buy one of these, two of these, whatever the case is, either the ice bath or the sauna. You can click on the link in the description. There is a discount code there. So get yourself a discount code, get yourself a discount if you're going to get this. But they're smart. They had an advertisement for portable steam sauna. Now we're talking, because I do like the heat. I do love the heat, and I've been a fan of saunas my entire life. I've always been a big fan of saunas. Anytime we go anywhere, we do a lot of staycations, and I love the barrel saunas or the wood stove, the wood heat. Saunas are fantastic. And, at some point down the line, my goal was to get either a barrel sauna or a full wood stove sauna. So I do like the heat. I do love me a sauna. Again, I did the research on both, and it looked like this NuRecover steam sauna, portable sauna, had some potential. Now, again, I watched some videos on YouTube. I watched some other people do the reviews. And so they had a special on where if you bought the steam sauna, you get the ice bath for free. So I thought that was a great deal. So I took the Plunge. I keep saying that. Cracks me up. I crack myself up. So I clicked the button, got the stuff in, and it didn't take too long for it to arrive. It took 10 days or so for it to arrive here in Canada. And then I got it all set up. The setup, let's talk about the setup. The ice bath setup is actually really, really fast. It comes with a pump. You pump it up. You fill it with the water, the cold water with some ice, whatever you want to do as far as the temperature. It does come with a thermostat, so you can check to see how cold it is. We keep ours around 9 or 10 degrees Celsius because, well, we're not crazy. I've done it colder. I was at a spa. Well, my wife and I did a staycation again, and we were at a spa that happened to have an ice plunge with full hardcore ice on it. It was in the minus something, and I did stay in it for about 30 seconds, and that was all I could handle. This one, I do try to stay in it for about 3 minutes. Again, not something that I enjoy at all, but there are some health benefits that I'm looking for, specifically the brown fat burning, the brown fat melting. I'm all about the fat burning right now. So the other thing I will say this is it does do something to your body. I do it first thing in the morning. I'm not a big fan of doing it post-workout. I don't find, it's just not for me. It's not a thing for me. But I will say a couple of things. It came for free, but if you were to buy it, it's a couple $100, whatever it is, it's worth every penny. I do find that it is great when you start your day with that. There's just something that happens in your body, some kind of endorphins, something gets released, and you just feel energized for the rest of the day. This is a fact. It does help with inflammation. The fat burning effects, I'm not sure. Really, the jury's still out on that. But I try to do the ice bath 3 or 4 times a week, 3 minutes each. Did some research. Apparently that's all you need. I don't know why people go in these things and stay in them for 20 minutes. It makes no sense to me at all. But do your research, you do you. I did all the research, I did a ton of research, and the suggestion is about 12 minutes a week, 15 minutes a week at the most is all you really need for the fat burning effects, for the health benefits, for the recovery, for the inflammation, all that kind of a thing. So I try to do that. Not always successful at that one, but I'm doing my best. I will say this too. I've seen some videos where people are setting up these ice baths inside their house. Don't know how that's even possible because it does get wet, or even outside. I wouldn't put this thing outside, especially in Canada, in the harsh weather that we have here. I would definitely have it set up in a garage if you have a garage, or even in a shed if you have a shed, that kind of a thing. This is not really designed to be inside a house as far as I'm concerned. Unless you have an unfinished basement and there might be a drain, maybe there is. So that's the first thing. The other thing is the sauna itself. Again, I've seen a lot of people setting them up inside their homes. The issue is this thing does get very, very steamy. And when you get out of it and open the door, steam is released everywhere. And my concern would be mold and mildew and that kind of a thing over time. So I'm not a big fan of setting it up inside the house. Obviously, the steam sauna cannot be set up outside either. It's too flimsy for outside. Again, we've got ours set up in our garage. Where we've got both the steam sauna and the ice bath in there. So thumbs up for the ice bath. Now, the steam sauna, the setup. The setup was pretty quick. It took me about 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour at the very most to get the whole thing set up. You set up the frame, you put the cover on, and basically there you go. You're ready to go. Now, I will say this. There are a few weird things with this NuRecover unit. And the first thing is the actual steamer itself. It has a mind of its own. The instructions are horrible that come with it. This is brutal honest. The instructions are, you figure it out. You press the button. It goes up to 45, 50, 60, 90 minutes, whatever you want. Press the button again. It starts to release the steam. Now, the problem is it doesn't turn off. There is no, I just thought you'd press the start button and it would be a start and a stop button. It doesn't work. Press and hold it. Doesn't work. I actually have to unplug it from the wall to get it to turn off. So that's a small thing. The other thing is, I've seen some videos where people are just putting the tube inside the little hole. You'll know what that means when you go to set it up. They're putting the little tube inside the hole and letting the steam come in that way. The issue with that is I find, there's water that comes out sometimes too, and it gets the bottom of the unit soaked. So I do like there's a little white cup that comes with it. You put some, whatever you want to put in there, eucalyptus drops. We put some different things in there to add to, the smell. And if you're not feeling, I had a cold for a minute and the eucalyptus, put those drops in and it did help with my lungs, help with the breathing. You do you. But I always hook it up to the little white container, and that white container does get filled with water after a couple of uses. So you do have to drain that, throw that out, or get rid of the water. But all that said, there's a lot of liquid. There is a lot of water involved with both the steam sauna. The ice bath doesn't make any sense at all, in my opinion, to put it inside of a house. But the steam sauna as well, there's a lot of moisture. And that would be my concern, putting it especially on carpet or in a some people have it in a rec room or a living room or family room, that kind of a thing. I don't know about living room, but just make sure you check that there is a lot of ventilation. Make sure you can check, where's the steam going to go? That's the question that I have. So this is what it looks like when it's all ready to go. So Kevin and Johnny and whoever's going to be using this bad boy, and well, I guess it's going to be the whole gang, but anyways, it gets all steamed up like this, all foggy inside, and then when you open up the curtain, ooh yeah, wow. Yeah, you got the steam coming up. That means she's ready to go. So make sure that when you set it up in a location where you're okay with things getting moist, because the bottom gets wet. When the steam gets released, steam rises, the ceiling gets wet. You want to make sure that you've got a big area with ventilation. So I will say this though, it comes with a tiny little chair, and I used it a bunch of times. I'm a pretty big guy, 5'11". I was 6 feet tall at one time, no matter what my wife and kids say. But you shrink over time. I'm 5'11", whatever. And, 220 pounds. So I'm not a little guy, but that little chair can get uncomfortable. There's only a little bit of room in there. You can't really fit 2 or 3 people in there. Maybe if you're standing the whole time. And keep in mind, when you stand, the heat, it's hotter when you stand than when you're sitting. I sit in it, bring my little waterproof speaker in there, listen to audiobooks while I'm in there. Time flies. I absolutely love it. I do 20 minutes every single night. It helps with sleep. It helps release toxins. You just feel good. It just feels good. So sorry, my good friends Kevin and Jenny, and they've got three daughters that are 4 daughters that are dancers. 3 of them are dancers. And they've been begging. I know Kevin's wife has been begging for one of these steam saunas. So this review is for you, but it's for other people as well. It is worth every penny, in my opinion, just because of the health benefits for both. I would get, we have the boys doing the ice bath. They don't really like it. So one of the twins stayed in that thing for 10 minutes, which blew my mind. I couldn't stay in that thing for 10 minutes to save my life. But it does get used. They love the steam sauna as well. Again, steam sauna at night, ice bath in the morning. Great combination, releases toxins, great for just overall general health. But the steam sauna, I was actually really pleasantly surprised at how well it works. Just how it steams up, takes about 5 minutes, the steam gets going. And once you get in there, it does get very, very warm and you get soaked. And it just feels great when you've done 20 minutes of that before bedtime. It's a great time to do it. So thumbs up to NuRecover. Again, great entry level steam sauna. If you can figure out the machine, the steamer itself, let me know. Leave your comments down below. But I don't know, it just doesn't work right. It does work, but trying to figure out how to turn it off, you got to unplug it, figuring out what the buttons mean, it doesn't make any sense. Make sure you plug in the little white plastic container that comes with it. Add some drops of eucalyptus or whatever you want for a smell or for a feel. It really does work well that way, and it does get very warm. I swapped the little tiny chair out eventually for a bigger chair, but again, because you want to be comfortable in there. You're in there for a good 20 minutes, maybe even longer. So check it out. NuRecover. Thumbs up. I would give it, honestly, a 9 out of 10 as far as, I give it a 10 out of 10 as far as an entry-level sauna. Now, again, I'm going to be graduating to a barrel sauna or to a bigger sauna at some point. But honestly, it serves the purposes perfectly for what we need for our family. So check it out. Do your research, of course. But it is a great unit, and it is absolutely amazing for the price. So that's my honest opinion and my honest review of the NuRecover portable ice bath and steam sauna. If you get one, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Take care, guys.